So, hello. Today I have my next guest on my series of Women Empower Women. She is Sangita Porwal. She's a yoga instructor from Nasik. She's a therapeutic yoga instructor, already practicing from 10 years. She was doing it offline in Mumbai first for 5 years, and now she's shifted to Nasik and she's doing her offline classes over there. And she has an online presence as well on Insta and Facebook. She had taken some free classes online, and she is also practicing therapeutic yoga for ailments like joint pains, muscle pains, asthma, yoga, and yoga during pregnancy, which is very interesting because we think that during pregnancy, yoga is not to be done. So that is really interesting, Sangita. Her mudras are really popular on the Instagram, and she also takes sessions for the corporates. So that is really interesting, Sangita. It will be a very interesting journey talking to you. So welcome on our show.
Thank you.
And how did this journey start?
I think around 10, 12 years back, I was faced with a medical condition, and I found my solution, or I found the healing in yoga. That's where yoga helped. I mean, I had my knees cracking and all that, and I wouldn't be able to walk or climb up the steps. So that was the time I seriously took to yoga, and it helped. It drastically changed my condition. It improved so much, and that was the time I think I decided that okay, this is something which helped me so much, so I would want to share it with everybody. And I then took up to teaching. I learned and taught so that I'm more aware while I'm teaching. So that's how it started.
And you really have an expertise on that. I've seen all your videos and I follow you. You're really good at it, Sangita. I'm in awe of you.
Thank you. I think as you go on practicing, as you go on working towards what you have been doing, there is always like you are improving yourself. And I'm a student still. I'm still a student.
We
Even
always
if I'm
are a
teaching,
student.
I'm still a student of the practice. So for me, every day it's like I'm hungry to learn more.
I know, but you are extremely flexible. I love you.
Thank you.
Did you face any struggle with this journey, on this journey?
I think yes, everybody does when you begin something. There is you're not sure, and I mean, how would it go and all that. So that is always there. And when I started, I still remember I just had enrolled some 4 to 5 students, and there were days when I would just have 1 or 2 students in front of me. Those days I felt that array of, but then I think I was quite determined. Okay, whatever it is, I'll continue. Even if I have 1 student in front of me, I will continue. Just building up on your students, getting the students having faith in you, and that leads. But though that initial period was that was the only thing. So I don't think I will call it as a struggle. I think that everybody faces, and even I faced it.
Now, I definitely think that you are on a mission of changing people's life, making them healthy. So how will it help a common person if he's on this journey with you?
Yes, Nirmala, this is the goal that I go with, that I want to touch lives positively. And I feel I'm doing that because from the response or the reviews that my students give, I get a feel of that okay, this is I'm just transporter of the information. This science, the 5,000-year-old science that we have, I'm just conveying it, or just as a media, I'm sharing it with people, which is helping them. I like when the during the COVID days, I took a lot of free sessions, months and months. I took a lot of free sessions for the general public on the Facebook, for the various groups who approached me. So I did a lot of free sessions because I felt that, okay, so much is happening. What is my way of helping or something? And
giving it back to the world.
So my yoga was the thing that I could share, and being healthy was the prime requirement at that time. It was the need of the hour to be healthy. So a lot of pranayam sessions, a lot of yoga, and for months and months, not even just days, for months and months.
And it could increase the immunity as well, of people like
yes,
doing yoga,
because
the
that
immunity.
was the need of the hour, and people couldn't go out, nobody could move out, so staying at home, what? So, and the COVID taught us that yoga could be practiced online, could be shared online. That is something which we had never even thought before. And
thanks to technology,
I had a very satisfactory period during those years, because so many people would log in, families would sit together and practice yoga with me, which I came to know later when I would meet them, and they said that हम आपका क्लास के साथ practice करते थे. So that was a very satisfactory time for me. I shared whatever I could, and even now, if I come to know that somebody needs, if somebody comes to me who says that they have a health issue, who's a patient or something, so I mean, I give that little extra thing, whatever in my way to them. So that's, I mean, that was the goal I started with. So I do that little for that person.
And technology has really given us a boom, like you've reached globally. You've
absolutely, as reach. I said, yoga, I mean, earlier it was okay, just your local surrounding people. Coming 3 to 5 kilometers, maximum 3-4 kilometers from around you. That was the type of people coming to you. But now I'm touching people across the globe. Oh, and they become such good friends. And along with my teaching, I have so many friends around. Like, I feel, okay, if I visit that country, I have someone. I mean, so many countries. So going online is a real game changer.
So I must say COVID was a blessing to you. In disguise?
I think it was. And I don't know.
It was a blessing for us.
Rather for me, I feel, okay, I could open up boundaries. That is what I feel good about it. That
we always wanted to learn yoga from you, but it was only because of technology we could reach you. Otherwise, we could never have come to Nasik and learn yoga from you. So
no. Nasik is not that far. You guys must come. But anyway, yes, technology definitely. It was a game changer.
So are you satisfied, Sangita, where you are today, at what position you are, and where do you see yourself in near future?
Satisfied that, okay, I feel what I'm doing is on a good track, touching lives positively, bringing some good positive change to somebody's life, comforting them, that is satisfying, but then you're always hungry for more. It's like dil mange more. So I would want to reach out more. I would want to have more and more students. I would want to touch more and more lives. So yes, that part still is something that I need to grow on. But yes, what I am doing, what I am practicing, that is very satisfying to me.
Any piece of advice you would like to give the girls of today who want to pursue your career, like the career in yoga?
Okay. So
Whether
definitely,
they should take some courses on it or how they should go about it, basically, that I mean.
okay. See, definitely, if you have any inclination towards it, yoga is a very, 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 very satisfying profession, very satisfying. And if you have built up a name and practice, it brings in, it's not that, it brings in money as well. So, yeah, it doesn't, you don't need to be doing any charity or anything. So, professionally, if you want to go for it, do go ahead, take up proper training, take up proper training from a recognized institute. So it's equip yourself first. I have given so many exams at so many levels, even after starting my classes, after taking, before that I took, once I took up the classes, after 4 5 years I was again hungry to learn more, so again I took up an advanced course. After a few years, again, I took up an advanced course. So keep equipping yourself with more and more knowledge. And but if you want to go ahead with it, if you want to take it up as a profession, nothing like it, because you are touching others' lives, and so is yours. You remain healthy as well. So, but be honest, be very honest to what you're giving.
And keep
Be
adding
very
value to
sincere.
people's life.
Yeah, because you're touching lives, you are kind of people look up to you. So you have to be, and yoga is, as I, not about just being on the mat and the physical postures. That is a part of yoga, not yoga. It is not just about the physical postures. It is more deeper. It's like a lifestyle, and follow that lifestyle. So there will be more, I mean, your practice will be more deeper if you do that.
I would like to take up one more topic, Sangeeta. Like, what is your take on today's girls? They like, yes, we want to work, we want to be financially independent, but what about taking family responsibilities? I think they are shying away from this responsibility today. So, what is your take on that?
See, it's, I mean, it is everybody's priority. What is your life's priority? That you have to decide. For me, I was very clear. My priority begins with the family first. It's first the family, and then the profession, the closer family or the extended family, and then it comes to your profession. So you have to decide your priorities, and ultimately it's the family that gives you the happiness. So don't ignore or don't neglect. Do not neglect your family for your profession. Try to bring a balance. The husbands are quite understanding nowadays, the boys, the families are understanding. So try to bring a balance, but don't ignore your family for the profession, is my personal opinion.
I think
mean, I
even the
give the same to
in-laws,
my children also.
yeah, even the in-laws today are very open to
They are
like
very
girls. Yes,
accommodating, very understanding.
very
Yes,
understanding. But then
yes, yes.
it's a give and take. It should be a give
It's
and
a
take
give and
process.
take. That's what I said. Do
Yeah.
not neglect your family responsibility for your profession. The days that you have to give more time, I let your family understand, and they will understand. But it should not be a routine. You should be there for your family.
So since your younger days, I know you, Sangeeta, you were very fond of gardening. Now it has become your profession also. I see many DIY kits on social media, which you are
Yeah.
doing. That's really amazing. Never thought of DIY kits for gardening, but that's an amazing idea. And I think you're doing really well with that. And you are a landscape designer, a plant stylist, promoting environment-friendly solutions for gardening. And
Yes.
you are a wife to leading architect Sanjay Porwal, and you lead his landscaping team. That is
Yes.
what I know. And you
Yes.
own a brand name by Sangeeta's Green Gallery.
Gallery.
So you
Yes.
are all green and all organic.
Yes.
And yeah, would like to know more about your terrariums and what all you have, in your gardens.
Yeah, okay. So yes, basically a nature lover. Like if you talk about yoga, that's also getting closer to nature. And if you talk about my passion for gardening, that's again getting closer to nature. So I have this, anything green and it excites me. Chalo. I want to know more about it. So this thing was like, okay, I was doing my thing. I had plants. Like in Nagpur, we had spaces where we could have a lot of plants. And after marriage, I went to Bombay. So Bombay, you have a chotu sa balcony where you can just have some 4 to 5 plants and be happy with that. Ke chalo, jo bhi hai, do char paudhe hai aapke, be happy with that. So that was the scene. I had done one of the workshops which was on terrarium making. Terrarium is you're growing plants in a glass container. It can be a bowl or it can be a hexagonal or any shape kind of a thing. So I had done that workshop and it was a byproduct. I had actually gone to learn something on, I think, vegetable growing, and this was a byproduct, the terrarium thing, but it interested me. And I made a few terrariums after coming back. And one architect friend, he visited us and he saw those and he got interested and he said that, will you do it for my upcoming project? So I said, why not? Let me try. And I did it for him. So that one step, it led to the other and the other and the other, and it went on. Then somebody visited them and their friends asked me to do it. And then I did a lot of workshops on terrarium making and kokedama making and whatnot, everything green. So it just started with that small.
What is a kokedama? Can you elaborate a little?
Kokedama, yeah, it's a Japanese term for where it means a moss ball. The kokedama word, koke is a moss and dama is a ball. So it means a moss ball, and where your plant is growing in a moss ball. So the roots and the soil is covered with moss and tied up with this, what do you call it, the coir, sutli that we call with that. And that's your pot and it can be displayed. So there is no external pot as such, but it grows.
And you can hang it, I believe.
You can hang it, you can place it on the table. Yeah, it looks nice aesthetically.
And it does not require much water, I believe.
There's a simple way of watering it, like you dip it and then 3 to 4 days, because it's all moss, so it holds water. It does not evaporate much. So you can water it in 3-4 days. You can keep it indoors, you can keep it outdoors. So yeah, those workshops and all that I keep on doing. I feel that plants are so soothing. So they bring in so much of happiness. They bring in so much of freshness. They can lighten up any dead corner of your house. Aap ek plant rakh dijiye, your place becomes living, because the plant is there. So I always feel like encouraging people ke there are so many people ke hum plants leke aate hain, wo mar jate hain, nursery se late hain, they die and all that. So I want to encourage people ke bring home some plant, have 1 or 2 plant babies in the corners, and try to. It's just about understanding the need of that plant, and if you go accordingly, that there is no problem that why should your plant die if you're taking care of it correctly. So I've done a lot of workshops just with the idea to encourage people, okay, get something home, get a plant home, liven up your space, and the happiness it will give you is only you have to feel it when you do it.
Can you tell us more about your DIY kits?
Okay. So that's how the idea came, that observing the whole process of the plant growing from the seed and that whole process. And when I'm in my green gallery, I give plants for gifting. People take a lot of plants for gifting, and I encourage that if you give a bouquet 3 to 4 days,
Yes.
it dies and it's thrown. So give a plant, it will stay with the person and the person will love to have it. Instead of giving those any of those gifts or I think giving a plant is the best gift.
Best gift.
Either you give a plant or you give a book or something like that, which stays with the person. So I advocate a lot कि आप plants gift करो. So I have these plants for gifting, and when we give the plants, it comes with a care card which mentions everything about the plant. Okay, what is the name and
Okay.
what is the care to be taken, what is the sunlight it needs, and all that.
Interesting.
So that's how the plants go from our gallery for gifting. Now, I had a lot of inquiries that if can we transport, I mean, how do we courier it to places like not the local city? When I was in Mumbai, I supplied to Mumbai and Nasik, but when it comes to far off distance, how does one do it? And that was the time I just thought that why not make a kit where a person can have experience that whole journey, have this organic plant with the soil and the seeds and everything. So, and again, if you want to gift, those DIY kits are super.
So what
I
all does
have
it
a
include?
smaller version for the children as well, because I
Oh.
feel that teach them young.
Yes, yes. What all does it
Yeah.
include, like in the DIY kit? What is there?
Okay, so it has a organic pot which is made of coconut husk, which
Okay.
is, yeah, so those pots are made by coconut husk. There is coco peat, which is again made by the coconut husk, small pieces of like the,
Yeah, they
and
are crushed and made.
yeah, natural fertilizer is there. Seeds of few varieties. We have few vegetables, leafy vegetables and palak hai, the seeds of those, or else flowering ones. Options are there, 8 to 10 options are there. Sunflower seeds, marigold, then tomatoes, green chilies. So you can choose from these 8 to 10 options, and the whole process along with the DIY kit, the whole process of growing the plant is there. So if you are new to it, then you don't need to worry. I mean, you are taken care of. I've even put up the entire video on my YouTube that you can refer that. Grow your plant, experience that. Experience the feeling of the seed, and then from that to a plant, and then the flowering and the your vegetable coming. It's altogether a different experience. So the kit has all that. We have even come up with microgreen kits.
Okay.
So
yeah, you're doing
yeah.
microgreens as well.
Yes, yes. So
I had attended one of your sessions on microgreens.
Yes, you were there.
Yes.
I think even Shahnaz was there.
Yes.
So yeah, my these workshops are basically to encourage people ke ab kuch na kuch grow karo, try karo, and I'm there.
It's great, Sangita, to know these. Actually, my aim was the same. Like, there are professionals, like you study medicine and law and all that, and then you get into a profession. But then everybody is not educated, maybe whatever reasons, like, but you need to do something you feel like to be financially independent, especially the girls today. So they don't know what to do, where to start. So I'm inviting women, all successful women in different walks of life, with their passion, their hobbies, how they've successfully made their career, so that they can set an example and the young girls can learn something from them. It was really great talking to you.
So nice, Nirmala, to include me. I don't think I'm successful, but I surely feel that okay, whatever
Yes.
my passion is,
Yeah, but then you have two passions, like, you are so
Yeah.
successful being a yoga instructor, and then gardening. I have always seen you, like, you've always been interested so much, and then you've added so many things to gardening. It's not just
Yes.
gardening, growing
Yes.
plants.
I think yes, that is what was that little. I mean, that yes, I added these things, and they just happened naturally. But yes, these additions gave a different perspective.
Yeah, but then
Otherwise,
nobody knows. People are not aware of kokedamas and terrariums, and this DIY kit of yours is really amazing. So I think the girls it will give them something to think about. And can you help people I think you are already taking workshops and all that. So how do you promote them if anybody wants to or how do they reach you? Where do they reach you if they want to learn?
okay. Uh, in today's times, Instagram
Yeah,
is
what
the
is your
best way.
handle on Instagram?
Okay, first my yoga, it is Sangita's Yoga Sutra.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. My website, everything is Sangita's Yoga Sutra.
Okay.
And the gardening part is Sangita's Green Gallery. Again, the website, Instagram, Facebook, everything is Sangita's Green Gallery. So if you just type it, you will get it. And I will love to support or guide or direct someone if they want to go for this. I would be more than happy to do that.
More power to you, Sangita. I really
Thank you,
wish
Nirmala.
that people out there listen.
Nirmala, while talking and mentioning about you have you are talking with women on women empowerment, but you are no less. I will like to know a little more about these different concepts that you're working with.
I am basically a spiritual healer. I'm certified pranic healer, 3 levels. And I use many different modalities of healing. And I am a life coach as well.
Okay.
I use law of attraction to change people's life.
Nirmala, can you elaborate a little, because these terms are alien to me? Pranic healing, I know, but not
Yeah.
law of attraction. I don't know much about it.
Law
Can
of
you
attraction is
explain?
basically, if you've any times if you've prayed to God and that wish has been fulfilled,
Oh,
and sometimes some wishes are not fulfilled. So what is the reason? Like, what were you thinking then, and how did you pray then that it was fulfilled? And what you did not do when it was not fulfilled.
okay.
So
Okay. So is it kind of training your subconscious mind?
yes, it is training your subconscious mind how to get what you want. You can rewrite your script of of your own life and create a movie out of that. So whatever you wanted, you can script your life that way. Your life is what you have already scripted. All emotions are lies. We create our own life, our own emotions, right?
Truly, truly.
So how we tell you what you've already done and what has to be done, what you want to see, where you want to see yourself, that we create it for you. We help you create it for you. You will only create it. We just help you on the journey.
But you guide it. So nice, so good. And you are doing the same. You are healing. You are touching people's lives positively, isn't it?
Yes, and it's very satisfying.
Absolutely.
Yes, very satisfying when people are, when you see their faces, all lit up. When you change the relationships, when you change their health, it's so satifying, and it feels like a blessing, that the universe and God has really given.
This can be worked on all the fields, like family,
field.
personal, business, everywhere.
Every field. It can help you in health, wealth, relationship, your careers, everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I use Ho'oponopono.
What was that? That's what I was reading, but I don't know. What is that?
Ho'oponopono is a forgiving prayer. Ho'oponopono is a forgiving prayer. Like, we have our negative karmas in the past, so how can these negative karmas turn into positive karmas? There are so many people or so many situations we need to say sorry to, but we can't. Physically, or your ego stops you, whatever. You can't just go and say sorry to some person. So how you can just diminish the negative karma between the two of you, and beautifully your life changes. I've changed mine. I've walked on that journey and my life is really changed 360 degrees, totally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I'm really in a good place today, So that makes you think and feel like, why can't you help others
I
on that
think,
journey?
yeah, you really need, I mean, shedding your ego, or even for that matter,
Actually, when you're doing that, your ego just diminishes, it
go-
just goes. When you
yeah,
practice meditation and Ho'oponopono, EFT is emotional freedom techniques. These are just different modalities which really help you shed your ego, and it calms you down. There's so much peace in your life.
does it even bring confidence in
Lot
people,
of
those
confidence.
lack
Yes. There are
confidence?
different
Yeah.
modalities to be used. I'm using neuro-linguistic programming also. So we come to know which modality is to be used
Yeah,
when.
depending on
So
the situation. True, true,
situations, yes.
true.
So
Wow, so good to know that, Nirmala.
thank you so much.
Doing such wonderful work.
Thank you, Sangita. It was nice talking to you.
Same here.